So, I have a question. Are you a judge? You don't have any jurisdiction over me. I would argue you don't have any jurisdiction, okay? No, I'm Anthony Mathis, the living man, here in special appearance for Anthony Winston Mathis, also acting in my proper capacity of the trustee of the trust. If the plaintiff cannot come to court, then this shall be dismissed. That's failure.
Or
I
you may
object. I
walk a
will not be
cash
paying
check or
any fine.
charge into the
I will not be
44th
paying
District
any fine.
Court. Please don't interrupt the court, sir.
This judge absolutely destroys a so-called sovereign citizen during a Zoom court hearing, and trust me, it's one for the books. The defendant ended up in court for running a red light, and with the officer showing up to testify, it should have been an open and shut case. But instead, this guy goes off the rails with some of the most bizarre and laughable arguments you'll ever hear. It's almost impossible to keep a straight face watching this unfold. Let me know what you think about this hearing down in the comments. And if you enjoy wild courtroom moments like this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's get into it.
You are Anthony Winston Mathis?
No, I'm Anthony Mathis, the living man, here in special appearance for Anthony Winston Mathis, also acting in my proper capacity of the trustee of the trust.
Very well, Mr. Mathis. Today's the date and time for your informal hearing. The citation before the court, Mr. Mathis, indicates that on May the 24th of this year at approximately 9 p.m., you are operating a 2024 Ford Edge, black in color on 11 Mile Road, air near Washington, in the city of Royal Oak. And at that place and time, you committed the civil infraction of impeding traffic. Impeding traffic, sir, is considered a lesser included offense within nearly any moving violation. And Officer Moran indicates in his detailed note that your vehicle was on East 11 Mile Road at Washington and disobeyed the traffic signal. The officer had a green arrow and therefore driver had a red light. Mr. Mathis, you have three options and three options only, sir, in the protection of your own rights. You may, sir, admit responsibility in this matter. The court will attach the scheduled fine and that will close the case. Or, Mr. Mathis, you may admit responsibility with an explanation that you believe mitigates these circumstances, or you have every right to deny responsibility, and the court will swear the parties and will take testimony. What would you like the court to do for you today?
Well, I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
The court does mind. You need to make a plea. I am required by
No,
law.
I don't plead to anybody. I only plead to the Most High. Who are you?
I am Magistrate William Urick, P43273. I am a sworn judicial officer of this district. We are here for your informal hearing that you requested. This court is required by law, procedure, and court rule to take a plea. The motorist requesting this informal hearing, that being you, must make such a plea. You may admit responsibility in this
I
matter.
don't plead to anybody but God.
You may admit with an explanation, or you may deny responsibility, and the court will swear the parties and will take proofs. What would you have the court do for you today?
I don't plead to anybody.
Very
So I
well.
have a question.
Officer Moran and Mr. Mathis, please raise your right hands.
I do have a question.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give before this court shall be the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you very much. Please proceed.
Before we dive into the cop's testimony, I've got to say, this judge is quickly becoming one of my absolute favorites to watch. He doesn't waste time with nonsense, and the way he stays calm while completely brushing off the sovereign citizen's ridiculous claims is pure gold. Honestly, that's the best way to handle people like this. Arguing with them only fuels their delusion. So watching the judge shut it down with such smooth confidence? Chef's kiss. What do you guys think about this judge so far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Now, let's jump back into the hearing.
Magistrate, on May 24, 2024, at approximately 9 p.m., I, Officer Moran, was in the area of East 11 Mile in Washington when I observed 2024 Ford Edge, black in color, with Michigan plate Edward John Lincoln 6501. I was at the light at East 11 in Washington when I had the green arrow to turn. That vehicle then proceeded through the light. As I looked up at the traffic light, that light was red for that driver.
With respect to your selection of citation, you elected to simply issue a ticket for impeding traffic. Is that correct?
I did, Magistrate, at that
And
time.
that's based on your discretion, your training, and your experience.
It is.
Thank you. You obviously have the right to rebuttal if you choose to use it, Officer Moran. Mr. Mathis, it is now your turn. What would you like the court to know, sir?
So, I have a question. Are you a judge?
Mr. Mathis, the court has already indicated it is a sworn judicial officer. It is exercising its jurisdiction lawfully over you. So questioning the court's
Yeah,
authority is,
you don't have any jurisdiction over me. I would argue you don't have any jurisdiction, okay? If
Mr. Mathis, the
the-
officer has already testified as to the facts of the case. It is now your turn to testify. You can tell the court anything you wish the court to know, focusing solely on the events of the date in question. What would you like to tell the court?
The plaintiff is the city of Royal Oak. Please bring the city of Royal Oak. Where's the city of Royal Oak?
So the defendant is actually trying to argue that the judge has no jurisdiction over him, which immediately makes me wonder, if that's what he really believes, then why even show up to court? This argument always falls apart the second they pull it, because spoiler alert, the court clearly has jurisdiction, especially when it comes to state traffic violations. Like, come on, it's not that deep. The whole sovereign citizen movement is getting completely out of hand. It feels like more and more of them pop up every single day. I honestly can't tell if this guy is genuinely confused or just pretending to be dumb at this point. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Now, let's get back into it.
The officer is representing the city of Royal Oak, sir.
Where's the city of Royal Oak?
Are you asking where it is geographically? Or
Where's
are you
the city?
asking where it is in
Right
terms
now.
of who's present on behalf of the city of Royal Oak?
Where is the city of Royal Oak? Please bring the
Court
city.
doesn't understand your question. Are you asking where it is on a map or where is the officer?
No, I know exactly where it is on
Okay.
the geographic location, but where are they right now?
The officer is representing the city of Royal Oak as a sworn and certified Michigan peace officer. So what else would you like to tell the court, Mr. Mathis? And please, again, the court suggests that you focus on the events of the date in question.
Okay. Well, could you please bring forth the injured party? Was anybody injured?
This is not a tort case, Mr. Mathis. It is a case written
Well,
under the motor vehicle code
as I
of the
was
city of
traveling,
Royal Oak as it is adopted.
as I was traveling, the officer turned on the lights. No one was injured. So please bring forth the injured party. Based on the Constitution, the Sixth Amendment right, I have a right to face my accuser. If the plaintiff cannot come to court, then this shall be dismissed. That's failure.
Michigan law clearly states that traffic violations, like running a red light, are offenses against public safety, not individual people. So no, you don't need someone to get hurt for the case to be valid. In these situations, the state is the plaintiff, because running a red light puts everyone on the road at risk, and that alone is enough to bring you to court. Honestly, I have no clue where this guy is getting his information from. Maybe Google, maybe some sketchy forum. But anyway, let's get back to it.
Mr. Mathis, is there anything else you wish the court to know?
Please bring forth the injured party. If you can't bring forth the injured party, then this needs to be dismissed now.
Mr. Mathis, is there anything else you wish the court to know?
You guys can't bring anyone forward as far as the injured party. No one was injured. You guys
Mr. Mathis, I will ask you one more time. The officer is representing the city of Royal Oak. This is not a case alleging physical harm or breach of contract.
Why are you trying to charge
This is
me?
a civil case
Why are you
under
trying
the
to
motor
charge
vehicle
me?
code as it was decriminalized in 1979. This is a civil matter. The burden of proof is a preponderance of the evidence. The officer has testified as to what he observed, and it is now your turn to testify as to what occurred. There is no requirement under the rules of procedure, civil, in this operation as of today, that requires a quote unquote injured party to be present. The officer has stated very clearly and fairly and plainly what he observed that day. So as to your testimony related to the date in question, is there anything else you would like the court to know?
No, it isn't. If you guys can't bring any injured party,
Very
no
well.
one injured. You guys are trying
Officer
to
Moran, any rebuttal testimony?
No rebuttal testimony.
Thank you so much. Mr. Mathis, the burden of proof in a civil case is a mere preponderance of the evidence. The officer, a duly sworn and certified Michigan peace officer representing the city of Royal Oak, which is one of two cities upon which this court has jurisdiction, has put his testimony forward. There is nothing in the record that has rebutted any of it. Therefore, the court is finding you responsible for the citation as it was written. The fine for that serves $175. That is payable
I
through
would
the pay
not,
portal
no,
on
I
the
would not,
44th
I would
District
not be,
Court website, or
I
you may
bet I
walk a
would not be
cash
paying
check or
any fine.
charge into the
I would not be
44th
paying
District
any
Court.
fine.
Please don't interrupt the court, sir. You may walk a cash check or charge into the 44th District Court at 400 East 11 Mile Road, Monday through Friday, between 8:30 and 4:30. That's due within 7 days, Mr. Mathis. If you take exception to the court's ruling, you may post a bond in the amount of $175 within 7 days, and the matter will be placed upon the formal hearing docket of the Chief Judge of the District, and at that time, the City of Royal Oak would be represented by a city prosecutor.
What do you think about the $175 fine handed down to that sovereign citizen? I think it was a fair lesson. The judge in Michigan didn't indulge his nonsense, sticking strictly to the law, which I really respect. Traffic violations like running a red light are civil infractions, not crimes, and fines like this promote public safety. His arguments might work in his imaginary courtroom, but they fall apart against state law. That said, I wish the judge had held him in contempt for his rude and disruptive behavior. Courts can do that when someone disrespects proceedings, and this guy was on another level. Do you think the judge should have been tougher, or was the fine enough? I'm also struck by how confident he was in his baseless claims. Is he genuinely delusional, or just dodging responsibility? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hit like and subscribe for more content like this. Appreciate you all, and I'll see you in the next one.